We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Miami Dolphins.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And we are underway from Miami. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry here for Ken Walker. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. But he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play on that situation.
Now it's Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Walker. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
From the 50, it's Darnold. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Back to throw, Darnold. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Seahawks.
Now Darnold. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. It's only the first quarter. That's a quick shift of momentum right there because they were driving the football before that interception. And then not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was it backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't blink. They hung in there, waited for the offense to make a mistake, and as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game.
7. Seahawks, nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Go set.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Darnold. They'll get this complete to the tight end Barner. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Darnold wants to change it up.
First down. A gain of 12. First down, Seattle.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now back to throw. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
At the 16-yard line.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now they'll audible to something else. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
20, TX. Yeah. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. What?
Tua going to throw. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Yeah, they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
At the 32-yard line.
Solo left Zion.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he goes out right around the 39. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And this pass broken up. excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So on fourth down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. This is taken at the 18. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up first and 10. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Here we go, sack.
Darnold now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Darnold. Going deep for Walker. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. Now Tua. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Washington. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down.
And a yard at the 29-yard line.
Ready to stick. Ready.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
It's a gain of
31 yards there and a first down.
And the Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Hey, 21. Solo left Zion.
Here's Tua. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
That's another Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Watch it up.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a first and 10. A run straight ahead with Achane. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Looking to pass. Tua. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
A gain of 9.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Throwing again on second down. Tua. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0.
Jason Sanders to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return, here's Shaheed. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering how.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this all the way inside the Miami 15. It's a big play there for Seattle. 57 yards.
A 57-yard gain. And the Seahawks first down.
To throw is Darnold. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 5 now, second and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Darnold. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it?
It's a big play there for Miami. 48 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
21G, 21G.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
15 yards. That's another Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
From the gun, it's Tua. It's Hill, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Big team! Let's go. Turbo one, hard. Out!
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
He sounded almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They got into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
All right, go ahead, go.
They'll run for it with Gtowncapp. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
TX. All right. Out!
They'll run. Gtowncapp. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2. And speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Hey, 21 TX. Hey, Turbo 2. Out!
Tua sets up to pass it. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it with Gtowncapp. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Sanders is good. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. No, but let me finish.
Okay,
you're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Darnold from the gun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you meant to the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here.
A 54-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now it's Darnold. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Darnold's going to stay out there. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And Shaheed going to go in motion. And here we go on 4th. Darnold working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 18. And the Seahawks first down.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. In motion goes the tight end. Here's Darnold. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial it the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. And he is caught. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past across the 45.
13 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
A final shot before the break. Darnold going up top for Kupp. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
21G, 21G. Solo left Zion.
On 2nd and 9, Tua. That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Akine with it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
A gain of 19 yards.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll give this to a chance. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels. They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
21G.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Mike McDaniel dialing up the risk here a little bit on 4th down. They're going to go for it.
Turbo 1, high. Turbo 1, high. Turbo 1, high. Solo left Zion. 21G, 21G.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
That's another Dolphins first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
He's right, no.
Back to the ground, Achane. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Devon Achane taking it in for 4 yards out. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now Darnold. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Looking to throw. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
On the counter, it's Walker. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Darnold now to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Another Seahawks first down. 24-yard gain on the play.
Here's Darnold.
First down, Seattle.
They'll get this one to Cup, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. A gain of 15.
To throw is Darnold.
Seahawks first down.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Darnold. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Again, he'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag. I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Miami Dolphins.
Jason Sanders to kick off.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just... Yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Darnold looking to start with a pass. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And Walker has it. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
There it is, a staple of most teams' playbooks, the angle route. A lot of times you want to take away that inside route by a back, but when they sell it like he's going to the flat, that is tough on inside linebackers. One false step, and that ball's completed.
Darnold from the gun. throw here is incomplete.
Intended for A.J. Barner. Incomplete.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
And Darnold's going to change the play.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. And it's third down.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Watch out for Hill on the return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up first and 10
at the 34.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 34 yards there and a first down.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Tua sets up to pass it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8.
Ready. Watch it, Oscar. All right, go. Ready. Hey. 20, TX. Corner, long.
Here's Tua.
And he's caught downfield. It's Waller.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
44. Ready. 22. Solo left Zion. Ready.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the Seahawks 10-yard line.
He's right. Ready.
On the handoff, it's Achane.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
Third down and 6.
A loss of 2. Brings up third down and 6.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down and 1.
An audible here to get a new look. They'll go. Achane.
And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now second and 3. Sticking with Walker on second down.
Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
And it brings up third down.
Now it's Darnold. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here's Hill on the return. Touchdown. 72 yards on the punt return. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Ready. 20 TN. 20 team. Out.
Achane gets it from the gun.
The 20. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, 42 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Seahawks, nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he's got Smith-Njigba. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Here is 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Back to throw, Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. And they are going for it. Darnold. That'll be caught by Cobb. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now. All right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit. They must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
They're right here. Ready, team. East, right, snug.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Now they'll tuck this and run. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Ready, shot. Watch it, Oscar.
Tua going to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
This is Anchin. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 3rd and 9 here. That's who is going to change things up.
3rd down and 9.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
Wait, team, wait. Hey. Let's go. Solo left Zion. Out.
On play action, here's Tua. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
21G, 21G. Ready. Big T. Turbo 1, high.
Looking to pass. Tua. This is caught. Touchdown. Devon Achane. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 21-0.
Seahawks, nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know they're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
11 yards for number 11.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Here's Darnold. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
Now Darnold. And he is caught. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Again, Darnold. Now he's going to step up and run. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Sam Darnold taking it in from the 20. And the Seahawks get a bit closer.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Seahawks 7. Jason Myers to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Well, they have the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now Tua. Out right to Hill, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
All right, fellas, listen up.
Tua going to give this to Wright. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Now Tua going to change the play.
20, TX.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Wright's got it. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Solo left Zion.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Nick Westbrook-Akine, 44 yards. And the Dolphins take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. They couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Young lady.
From From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again is Darnold. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
It's a gain of 20.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll shift things around. Darnold. And that is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set.
In motion, the tight end. To the air again, Darnold. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, Darnold. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now a timeout signaled for him. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Darnold to throw again. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll start from their own 5, so you'd have to imagine they'll stay conservative.
20, TX. Solo left Zion.
Tua, the final shot before half. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's out right at the 25. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Wright. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
Tua sets up to pass it. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Open man, Westbrook-Ikhine. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on third down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
Here's Tua. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Throw left side, taken in by Hill. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Hey, 20 TX. Out.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Ready, team. Skip, Watson, Oscar. Solo left Zion.
Tua going to throw. And he's caught downfield. It's Waller. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Hey, get set. All right, go. 21G. Corner, long.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
It's a gain of 7.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
44. Ready.
15-yard line.
Ready, team. Wait. All right, fellas.
Now Tua signaling to change things up.
Out.
A give up the middle to right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That's good for a Dolphins first down.
Say, go ahead.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Looking to pass. Tua. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
6-yard pickup.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Running right, here's Achane. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Devon Achane. A 5.
miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag.
It's had many names, but only one NFL team over the years. We're at the home of the Dolphins, Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Seattle Seahawks and the Miami Dolphins.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Jason Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. And we're underway at Hard Rock. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Ashton Davis there on the stop.
It's plays like that, Kate, that I'm happy I'm the color analyst and you and your spotter are doing play-by-play. Because that was a massive humanity, a whole bunch of bodies to sort through for 1 yard.
This is Walker on second. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they will be facing 3rd down to begin this ballgame.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Third down, line to gain 9 yards out. Here he goes, 3rd and long. It's complete. Play made by Cup. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route throwing that quickly tells me these two are on the same page. I think that was... Boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Oh, someone stepped in, it's intercepted! Fatu Melifonwu with the INT. Well, we all know this is a player who's proven that he can weather an early setback and soldier on. It's going to be tested again after his first series ends in an interception.
Yeah, that's right, Kate. You don't get mentioned as one of the league's better passers if you can't shake off an early turnover. Now, his defense got to pick him up.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Two and out from the gun. Rolling it. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down.
Let's go.
And dose of the hurry up here.
32 Stinger. Solo left side. Hey, hey.
Tagovailoa facing 3rd and long. Downfield, this finds Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
At the shotgun, they'll give it to A-Chain. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
Hey, you get that ball in your belly, baby. You got almost no time to process what the line's going to do. You better make your decision and hit it downhill. Excellent vision to find the opening and get things started well here on 1st down.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
All right. Let's go. Long. Scat. Out.
Here's Tua. It's a big strike to Hill. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
They're right here. Solo. Corner, long. 20, TX. Hey, 21, TX.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Right back to Hill. This is caught. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Seahawks, nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Sanders all set to send it away. From his own end zone, here we go. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Has him on the quick hitter. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. That's no easy job, mind you, tackling the big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line of gain.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. A throw right side, finds Kupp. And what a big play that was on 1st down, but we also have a flag. This might be coming back. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Play fake, Darnold. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Ifatu Melifonwu with the INT. And the Dolphins get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game. Well, that should pretty much shut down throwing his way anymore, Brock. This guy has ended each of their last 2 drives by himself with an interception.
And that's kind of the price you pay when you're playing phenomenal ball as a defender. I can remember Aaron Rodgers, primetime game, said, I'm not even throwing once, and didn't attack Richard Sherman one time that game.
Solo left side. Solo left.
First down, here's Tua. Forced out to his right. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And the Seahawks take possession of the football at their own 20 after the turnover. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Handoff running left, Walker. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Walker. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Offense in a hurry up here.
A gain of 3 yards. That's good for our Seahawks. First down.
Going on first, here's Darnold. Hits him on the out route. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 7th and 5 at the 38-yard line.
They give up the gut to Walker. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
A gain of 10
Offense to the line fast.
And the Seahawks first down. It's a gain of 10. And the Seahawks first down.
1st and 10, Darnold. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. They'll run. First give to Zach Charbonnet. They'll cobble together a yard there. Stopped by Chop Robinson. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Darnold on 3rd down. He completes it in traffic. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Gain of 9 yards. That's another Seahawks first down.
So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. 7-0 is our score. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. About set for the 2nd quarter. Seahawks football here. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Here's a screen now for Walker. Short pickup on the play to about the 40. That was Kenneth Grant moving in to make that stop.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Following with a quick pounce at line. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range. Offense up to the line fast. throw. 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So that brings up 4th and long.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure. And let the cover guys go shut it down.
9-yard attempt.
And they're trying to will it further, but it just doesn't have the muster. This one falls short. And the deficit stays at 7.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Ready. Ready, team. Number 2.
Achane gets this on the draw. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. And gain 11 on that play. And that is the Dolphins' first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
All right, come on. Ready, 2 stinger. Out. 8. All right, one.
Tua setting up to throw. He's going deep this time. And he will take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins take a 13-0 lead. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Extra point attempts coming from Sanders. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins double their lead to 14.
Dolphins 14. Seahawks nothing. Jason
Sanders all set to send it away. Chooses to bring this one out. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Now Darnold. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards. And the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. From the gun, Darnold. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
They send the tight end in motion. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. Douglas picks it off.
Darnold's pass intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They've got 1st down here from the 36.
Right. Ready, team. Hey. Come on, 2. Corner, long. Let's go.
Tagovailoa back to throw. Has it at the 7. It'll be first and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
Kate, I've probably seen a million balls thrown in my life, and maybe even more. From the time I was in high school all the way here to the pros, and over all these decades of watching guys throw it, and I'll tell you what, I never get tired of watching a laser like that.
Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal.
Yeah, ready. Ready, T! 20, TX. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Watson, Oscar. Ready.
From the red zone now. Has it in close. And he's in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins take a 20-zip lead. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
21. Seahawks, nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Sanders all set to send it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Now Darnold off the play action. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. And if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. Nice gain left side. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. Working quickly here. Third and 2, Brock, as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More from Hard Rock Stadium after this. 3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
From their own side, they're going to go for this. They need about 2. They've got a man in motion. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. After the penalty, let's see how their composure is on this 4th down. They'll try to throw. It's Darnold. And they pick him off again. Ifatu Melifonwu with the INT. And the Dolphins get it as he makes his 3rd interception in this game. Man, these These guys just can't get out of their own way right now, and we both know it's only going to hurt worse as this game rolls on.
Yeah, kind of stuck in a loop right now. And I don't care what sport it is. If it's golf, if it's shooting a free throw, bat and baseball, like you grip it tight and you grip that ball tight, usually bad things follow.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Ready, shot. Time on 3.
Running with Achan here out of the gun. And they drop him after just a yard. 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Ready. Hey, time on 2. Come on. Hey, 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 hey. Ready.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this down to the 36. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
And the Dolphins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
All right, go ahead, go. 20 TX. What?
It's Achan on the inside give. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's going to be 1st down Miami.
Dolphins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Go ahead. East right. Ready, T.
Staying on the ground here with Achan. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, okay, one of the reasons it's so hard to run the ball in the NFL is to move grown men off their spot against their will. You get a run play like that, you've done your job. You've moved them against their will, and you've set yourself up for some later success.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
2 now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Solo left Zion.
Going on 3rd, Tagovailoa. And he's going to score a touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins get more points to end a lopsided 1st half. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Who connects on the extra point try. And the Dolphins grow their lead yet again.
28. Seahawks, nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Return starts from the goal line. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. Looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Shades of the 2009 Super Bowl. They're going onside kick to begin the 2nd half. And the Dolphins get on that football. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line.
Yeah, these numbers, Kate, they're pretty clear. It's hard to recover these onside kicks. Nice job there by the fielding team, but you see why the rules committee, right, the competition committee constantly searching for maybe new creative ways, because it is just so hard to get that ball when the other team's prepared for the onside kick.
20, TX. Out.
First down, here's Tua. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's taken down at the 30. He picks up 15 on the play. And that is the Dolphins' first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
21G, low. 8. Out.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Getting out to his left. Caught just shy of the goal line. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
Yeah, ready. Hey, 18.
Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Turbo three, to second and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now Tua to throw. Throws caught.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Third and goal now as they try to pile on further.
Third and goal.
Solo left Zion. Get set. Long. Solo left Zion.
Back to throw. Here's Tagovailoa. He'll drop this down to Achane. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I could think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down? Had the lead at the break, and the important thing is really to come out hot in the second half and add to it. Sure, you'd love touchdowns, but you'll take those 3 points as well.
From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Shaheed on the return. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10. A pistol snap. Darnold. And they pick him off again! George Brooks comes up with it. And this is going to be a pick 6. He is in for the Miami touchdown.